Big changes ahead. Aries' new era begins with the equinox. Welcome, Aries. And if no one has said it yet, happy birthday season. This week is no ordinary stretch of time, it's the grand finale of one chapter and the electrifying prologue to the next. Think of it as the cosmic equivalent of closing a book, setting it on fire, metaphorically, of course, and grabbing a fresh, blank journal filled with untapped potential. This is your reset button. Use it wisely. A quick introduction. For those new here, I'm your cosmic navigator, unraveling the mysteries of the stars and tarot, helping you decode life's synchronicities. If you're an Aries sun, moon, or rising, this message is for you. And if you have Aries placements anywhere in your chart, buckle up. This week is a big one. Now, before we dive into the heart of this forecast, do yourself a favor, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Not just for me, but for your future self, who will thank you later when you realize just how eerily accurate these readings can be. Astrological influences, the cosmic chaos before the clarity. Venus and Mercury are both retrograde in Aries, which means misunderstandings, miscommunications, and tech glitches are bound to happen. Old flames might resurface, long-forgotten arguments might find their way back into conversation, and you may feel like the universe is testing your patience. But don't take the bait. This is a time for re-evaluating, not reacting. Mars, your ruling planet, is still dragging its feet in Cancer, which is like asking a sprinter to wade through water. You may feel emotionally restless, hyper-focused on home and family matters, or even unsure of how to take action. You're used to forging ahead without hesitation, but sometimes the universe forces a slowdown so you can process things deeply. Mars squaring Chiron means unresolved wounds may start making noise again. If you've been suppressing emotions, avoiding certain conversations, or convincing yourself that something no longer affects you, think again. This is the week to face it, process it, and release it. No more carrying emotional baggage that doesn't serve your next chapter. March 19th brings the equinox, marking a cosmic reset. This is when things start to shift, whether you're ready or not. If the past few weeks have felt murky or frustrating, clarity is coming. You are stepping into a period of intense transformation, an awakening that will set the stage for the rest of the year. What does this mean for you? This isn't just another week. It's a turning point. You are at the crossroads of who you've been and who you are becoming. Aries, your season is here, and with it comes the energy of bold decisions, fearless action, and unapologetic self-empowerment. Your mission this week: embrace change. It's coming whether you're ready or not. Practice patience. Mercury retrograde is tricky. Double-check everything, avoid signing contracts, and think twice before sending that impulsive message. Heal what has been lingering. This is your chance to lighten your load before stepping fully into the energy of new beginnings. Next week, the momentum builds even more, and the shifts happening now will prepare you for what's coming. Trust the process. This is just the beginning. The universe rarely hands out fresh starts on a silver platter, but Aries, this is as close as it gets. We are standing at the threshold of something enormous, something seismic. Saturn and Neptune, two celestial heavyweights, are packing their bags and departing Pisces, shifting their energy into your sign. If you've felt like you've been wading through emotional fog, unable to distinguish dreams from reality, that's about to change. Clarity is coming, and with it, a radical transformation. This isn't just a new chapter, it's an entirely new era. But let's be real. Major cosmic shifts like this don't come without a little turbulence. Your task now? Ground yourself. Meditate, breathe, and touch grass literally. The upcoming solar eclipse is no joke, and your system needs to be centered before stepping into the whirlwind of what's next. And speaking of intensity, Mars squaring Chiron on March 22nd is a flashing neon sign reminding you that old wounds may resurface. Aries, you're a warrior, but even warriors need healing. Keep an open mind, because the way you choose to process your emotions now will shape how you enter this next phase. Now, let's talk about the lineup of powerful astrological events that will define the week. On March 18th, we have a water trine, stirring up deep emotions and presenting opportunities for transformation, particularly in your relationships. Embrace it, don't resist it. The next day, on March 19th, the Sun meets Neptune at 29 degrees Pisces, amplifying intuition, creativity, and the kind of inspiration that can make artists, writers, and dreamers feel utterly electrified. If you're in need of a breakthrough, this is the moment to channel your inner visionary. And then, we arrive at the main event. March 21st marks the equinox, the official start of Aries season, and quite frankly, the true beginning of the astrological year. The Sun moves into your sign, bringing with it the energy of renewal, leadership, and action. This is a cosmic green light. But wait, there's more. Venus, Mercury, and the Sun are all converging in Aries, fueling your drive, ambition, and desire to forge ahead. It's as if the universe is handing you a match and saying, "Light the fire." This is your moment, Aries. The energy swirling around you is primed for growth, for courage, for stepping fully into who you were meant to be. The only question is, will you take it? Tension is rising, Aries, and you can feel it in your bones. This isn't your usual, run-of-the-mill astrological activity. This is cosmic dynamite, waiting for the right moment to explode. The universe isn't just nudging you toward transformation, it's practically throwing you into the fire and expecting you to emerge, phoenix-like, on the other side. Let's start with March 21st, when Venus forms a sextile with Pluto. If that date alone doesn't set off alarm bells, let's take a trip down memory lane, specifically, back to February 7th. Something from that period is circling back around, particularly in matters of love, money, or career. Maybe it's an old flame, a job opportunity you thought had disappeared, or an unresolved financial situation suddenly demanding your attention. Pluto doesn't do surface-level drama, it pulls things up from the depths, forcing you to confront them. Whatever resurfaces, don't shove it under the rug. Instead, face it head-on, because this is your opportunity to rewrite the story. Then, on March 22nd, the Sun meets Venus in what astrologers call a Kazimi, an ultra-powerful conjunction where Venus is in the heart of the Sunday. Translation: you're about to gain piercing clarity on your relationships, your self-worth, and your finances. Ever have one of those moments where everything just clicks, where the fog lifts, and suddenly, you understand exactly what you need to do? That's this. Venus rules pleasure, beauty, and money, and with the Sun acting like a cosmic spotlight, anything murky in these areas will come into sharp focus. Prepare for revelations about what, or who, truly aligns with your values and what doesn't. By March 23rd, the Sun forms a sextile with Pluto, and now we're talking about deep, transformative power. This is the kind of energy that makes or breaks people. If you've been tiptoeing around your ambitions, Pluto is here to remind you that playing small is no longer an option. Expect an intense surge of motivation, whether in your career, personal goals, or even in dismantling old fears that have been holding you back. You're stepping into a period of self-mastery, where power isn't just about control but about understanding your own depth and potential. By the weekend, Aries, you will feel unstoppable. Your ambition will be sky high, and your drive to succeed will be practically tangible. Whether that means launching a new project, stepping into a leadership role, or simply refusing to accept less than you deserve, this is your moment. The universe is handing you the fuel, but the fire? That's all you. If there were ever a week for Aries to take the reins of destiny and steer with unwavering conviction, this would be it. The cards have spoken, and let me tell you, Aries, they are practically screaming at you to wake up, take charge, and step into the power that has been brewing beneath the surface for far too long. This isn't a time for hesitation, it's a time for bold decisions, sharp intellect, and the kind of self-assured action that makes history. At the forefront of your spread is the King of Swords, and if there were ever a figure to embody sheer authority, clarity, and decisiveness, it's this one. He looks you straight in the eye, unflinching, unwavering, the kind of presence that demands truth and nothing less. This is your cue to cut through the noise, the distractions, and the emotional static that may have been clouding your judgment. The King of Swords does not second-guess himself, nor does he tolerate ambiguity. His sword is sharp for a reason. He wields it to clear a path, to separate fact from fiction, to make the hard calls with precision. This week, you are being asked to do the same. But the cosmos, in its infinite wisdom, is not leaving you to navigate these choices alone. Enter the Queen of Swords, the perfect counterbalance to the King. If the King is the strategist, the Queen is the enforcer. She is logic personified, a leader who moves with wisdom rather than emotion. Her presence in this spread is a strong reminder that while passion is an Aries superpower, this particular moment calls for cold, calculated thinking. Emotions are beautiful, necessary even, but they cannot cloud the judgments you are about to make. This week is about mental sharpness, objectivity, and making choices that serve your long-term vision rather than fleeting impulses. And then we have Judgment, a card that arrives like a celestial alarm clock, ringing through the chambers of your soul. If you have been sleepwalking through any part of your life, whether in your career, relationships, or personal growth, Judgment is here to shake you awake. This is about spiritual awakening, clarity, and the realization that your past choices have led you to this exact moment. But don't mistake this for a card of regret, it is one of opportunity. The universe is offering you a clean slate, a moment of absolute understanding. It's as if you've been given the ability to step outside of your own story, to see the patterns, the mistakes, the triumphs, and, most importantly, the path forward. That path, by the way, looks incredibly promising, because the Nine of Pentacles follows, heralding a period of financial stability, personal success, and well-earned independence. This is not the kind of abundance that falls from the sky, this is the kind you build with your own two hands. It suggests that the work you've been putting in is about to pay off, that you are stepping into a phase of self-sufficiency where you no longer need to rely on external validation or shaky foundations. There is a strong theme here of knowing your worth and ensuring that every decision you make aligns with the future you desire. And then, as if the universe wanted to end this reading on a spectacular note, we have the Ace of Wands, a symbol of fiery new beginnings, bold ventures, and opportunities that are as exhilarating as they are unpredictable. The Ace of Wands doesn't promise an easy road, but it does promise a powerful one. It is the match that lights the fire, the first step in a journey that will require courage, vision, and the willingness to take risks. Aries, if you've been waiting for a cosmic green light, this is it. The doors are opening, the opportunities are arriving, and the only thing left to do is step forward with confidence. The message here is crystal clear: this is a moment of immense personal power. With the King and Queen of Swords, you are equipped with intellect and discernment. With Judgment, you are awakening to deeper truths. With the Nine of Pentacles, you are stepping into well-earned abundance. And with the Ace of Wands, you are on the brink of something extraordinary. The question is, are you ready to claim it? If you thought this week was intense, Aries, buckle up because next week is about to change everything. The astrology unfolding from March 24th to 31 isn't just powerful, it's the kind of celestial event that reshapes destinies. You are standing at the crossroads of who you were and who you are becoming, and the universe is handing you the tools to carve out a future that is entirely your own. The only question is, are you ready to step into it? At the heart of this cosmic shift is the solar eclipse in Aries, a rare and extraordinary event that doesn't just shake things up, it reboots them entirely. Think of it as the universe pressing the reset button on some aspect of your life, especially areas where you've been playing it safe, holding on to outdated beliefs, or hesitating to take the leap. Eclipses bring revelations, plot twists, and, sometimes, radical decisions. This one? It's personal. It's happening in your sign, Aries, which means this is your moment. But that's not all. This eclipse is accompanied by a Mercury Kazimi, meaning Mercury will be in the heart of the Sun, creating a flash of divine insight, mental clarity, and sharpened perception. If you've been confused about something, whether it's a decision, a relationship, or your next move, expect a sudden and undeniable realization. Venus, your planet of love, beauty, and finances, will be conjunct Neptune, adding a layer of deep emotional awareness, creative inspiration, and even a touch of romantic fantasy. Just be careful, Neptune loves to blur the lines between reality and illusion, so don't let wishful thinking cloud your judgment. And then, there's Mars squaring Chiron. If there were ever a transit designed to make you face your wounds head-on, this would be it. Mars, your ruling planet, thrives on action, but when it clashes with Chiron, the wounded healer, it forces you to confront your deepest insecurities and emotional triggers. This isn't about suffering, this is about healing. This is the universe giving you an opportunity to break patterns, release old pain, and emerge stronger than ever. On top of all that, Pluto, the planet of power, transformation, and irreversible change, continues to cast its long shadow over your future. This is why 2025 is shaping up to be one of the most pivotal years for Aries in decades. The choices you make now will echo far beyond this moment, setting the foundation for years to come. Key themes for Aries this week. Endings and beginnings are colliding, you re-stepping into a new era. Your emotions are heightened, but they hold valuable insights. Career, finances, and self-transformation are in focus. This is your chance to level up. Old wounds may resurface, but they're showing you what still needs healing. Every decision you make now should be grounded in logic, not impulse. Use this time to prepare for the solar eclipse. It's about to shift your path. What you should do right now: meditate, journal, and visualize where you want to be in 6 months. Embrace change. Fighting it will only make the transition harder. Stay firm in your choices. Second-guessing will only create unnecessary stress. Be extra mindful in communication. Mercury's influence is strong, so think before you speak. This is your time, Aries. Step forward with confidence, claim your future, and trust that the universe has your back. If you found this insight valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Zodiac Talks Tarot, because this journey is just beginning, and I'll be here every step of the way.